Previously on James and Sunda.
Are you okay? Are you pregnant?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm pregnant and I don't know what to do.
Easy, Clark. Take it easy. Who is this?
Sunda.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. God dang it, Sean.
The guinea worm is a parasite that causes people to get sick.
Really?
Right. And it's proof that the world went to a handbasket because Jimmy Carter has finally realized that he cannot solve world peace, and at least all he can do is get rid of a bunch of worms named after guineas.
Welcome to the James and Sunda Show, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great show we have for you this evening.
So great, but why is today's show different than any other day?
As great as this show is, it's unfortunate that so many of the people that work on the show are going to miss it.
They're going to miss it. They're
There
going
is
to
an
miss it.
epidemic here at the James and Sunda Show.
Yes, they're all catching James-itis.
First, the makeup artist called and canceled. She's got the flu.
She was sick.
She was sick.
She was sick.
And you were going to have her come in anyway.
Right, and put on a mask.
And then
That's
I was
how
going to have to
desperate
put
I
on
am
a
for
mask.
makeup.
And you were going to have to wear a mask.
Yes.
And then I said if she comes in, I'm not standing next to Sunda during the show because Sunda would then get the flu.
So we had a fight.
So we had a fight.
And he started telling me how valuable his time is and how I don't think his time is valuable, only because my poor children who love him as an uncle want him to be at their gymnastics meet where they excel.
And I'm going to be there. Have I ever missed one?
No, you've never missed one, but you did start an argument with me last night when I wasn't in the mood.
What was the argument about?
The argument was about your time and
The argument was about a
how
makeup
I-
person coming
right.
here with the flu.
Right, and you said, I'm going to get sick Sunday, so I'm not standing next to you. That's what you said to me.
Yeah, and I would have had to this would have been the beginning. I'd be back here, you'd be over there. That'd be very
Don't
weird
be
for
impressed
people.
with yourself. You
I'm
don't
not
have to get back
impressed with
that
myself.
far,
I
all
don't
right?
go back
All
that
right?
far.
This is a kid-friendly
What
show.
kind of joke was that?
So a series of things have happened getting here. We were actually going to pick up bagels, but we figured why eat? Because probably somebody has the flu that made the bagel.
The neurovirus, they may throw up.
Oh my God, I'm thinking about that guinea worm they were talking about.
From the guinea worm,
From
yeah.
another
that's
show, we were
also
talking about the
the
guinea
deadly,
worm.
dangerous guinea
And
worm.
here I thought guinea worms were like spaghetti.
Do you think we're cursed? Like do you think we've made fun of sicknesses and disease so much
That
that
it's
now
affecting us, yeah.
And I broke a mirror last week.
He broke them. No, he didn't break a mirror. He put them on a stack of scripts.
There was a little ledge coming inside from the window, and there was a bunch of scripts, and I put the mirror on
So
the
he
script.
thinks this is a great time and a great place to put a mirror.
I knew it wasn't
He's a
secure,
genius.
but
He went to
somebody
Brandeis.
must have moved.
Economics major. He's going to be a doctor, all right?
Clearly,
so
the room wasn't seismically sound.
seismic. I can't
She
even
can't even
say
speak.
it.
Yeah, she's,
I don't
wow.
feel well today, guys, but not because of you. We want you to know we appreciate all you viewers, and we appreciate all your emails, all your dead to me stories, all your telling everybody's business stories. I can't wait to see what the rest of this show is going to be like, and neither can James.
I can't wait to see how you get through the show today.
I will get through the show because
Yes.
I'm a survivor.
You are a survivor.
I make it. You know what it is? Because I'm a Jersey girl, East Coast girl. We're going to make it. That's
You're
all I
gonna
can
make
tell
it,
you. That's
okay.
right. As long as I have Sue Katz as my EP over here,
Right. Our other
she'll drag
EP
me out of the house.
Ray Bruni not here today.
Where is Ray Bruni?
He probably got the flu that Jazz gave him last week. Jazz, the sound guy back there, he was sick. He's
I'm the
coughing all
only one
over
that doesn't
everything.
get sick like that. No, I always have something like major. wrong,
Sunda's
but-
kind of sick requires emergency room visits.
Right, which takes you into the next day. And so 5 o'clock in the morning, I got back, and it was interesting. It was interesting seeing the bleeding guy next to us on the bicycle. That we'll save that for later. But
Save
he was
that for
literally
later, okay.
bleeding. He was in an accident, and he's screaming on the phone, half Israeli, all terrorist to me, okay? He's like, I am a pilot. I have people, I'm responsible for people. And this United States of America, I will not give them my insurance card. They ask me for insurance card, I tell them no. I don't give them insurance card. He was a maniac.
Yeah, when you go to the emergency room, I don't know if you get a chance, but you may want to go to the emergency room.
come with
Just
us.
Come with us, because we're probably going again.
Probably pretty good.
And when you go to the emergency room, it's a show. I mean, the people coming in and out. But you know what you wonder is what's an emergency? Like this terrorist guy, his leg was wide open,
Wide
bloody.
open.
Blood was
Gaping.
going everywhere.
Blood.
And They told
3
him,
chairs. to
sit
cover
down
blood.
and wait. Then the other guy came
But wait,
in.
he took off his shoes.
But don't forget the Jewish guy who was screaming in
yes.
pain. He's like, my appendix is going to explode. And you know what they told him? Have a seat. That's what they told him. They said, have a seat. And then his girlfriend came in with a book.
She came with a book.
She couldn't
She
care
cared
less. Then the other woman came in with food. She was beating up her husband. Remember, she was yelling at him. She was screaming at the husband. And then she said, I'm just dropping off this food for my mother. I don't want to stay.
They said, do you want to stay? She goes, I'm not going to stay. And this is the sad part. This is the very sad part about this. The man had a fake leg. So I couldn't figure it out at first, the way he was walking. But then I realized the way he was throwing it out, that it was a fake leg. And she was yelling at him like that. Like he doesn't have enough attention.
I mean, I felt bad for him. I felt bad for the Jew. And then the Jewish guy who thought he was dying, they let him go.
And he walked home.
He went home.
Here's what
after
I
all
want to say.
this pain.
This is what I want to say. Not to go into this whole scene. James and I, because we are comics and we are hosts of the show, we didn't realize that the time was flying and we thought we were watching a show. How sick
We were
is
watching
that?
a show at the emergency room. The homeless guy, he came in, he went to
Homeless
use
guy,
the bathroom.
he had a huge...
He had a huge, giant, Costco-sized jar, like 4 peanuts in it.
with like 4 to 6 peanuts in it.
Went into the
And
bathroom.
he's serious. He was like, can I use the bathroom, man? And the guy's like, all right. And then
he
this
never came
old
out.
woman says later on, she said, excuse me, but there's a man that went into the bathroom and he ain't been out here for about an hour. And the guy goes, no, it wasn't. It was 10 minutes. She said, it'd been about 45 minutes. And I said, it was about 45 minutes. And he came out and he still had the peanuts.
Only 2 people got in right away. So if you want to go to the emergency room, you should have one of these 2 problems.
One.
One was a guy came in and he said, my girlfriend took Adderall and she's unconscious in the car. And I don't know of anyone who takes he took 1 pill of Adderall.
1 pill, 10 milligrams, he said.
Certainly something else was going on. They ran to the car. All of the ER people ran to the
And
car.
all the tattooed people ran out.
And all of that
Crazy.
ran out. And the other guy who got in right away, he came in with his grandson or whatever, and he had those black things on his face.
Oh, his face was
What was
bursting.
that?
It was like bursting. It was bursting blisters all over.
There
I
were
think he had
blisters
shingles
on his face.
It was
and-
fascinating. And then finally they saw me, and guess where my room was? In the hallway.
But that was the nice thing. We finally checked in with them. We said, we've been here for 5 hours. We're just concerned you may have forgotten. And the 5 hours flew. It was
It
unbelievable.
flew. It was a great show.
And they were so nice. They said, oh my God, you're right. You've been here for 5 hours. Come back.
Yeah, and they took me. But first, they
back.
lost my urine test, okay? They said, mate, could you possibly be pregnant? I said, I won't be if I am. Just kidding, guys,
Yeah.
to the kiddies. And what happened was they lost my test, and then the nurse comes out and says, where's the pregnant woman? And I almost fainted. I almost
That's right.
fainted.
That's
I mean,
right.
I almost fell out on James.
Because it would have been another Jesus.
It would have been, no, it wouldn't have been Jesus. It
You
would have
said there
been-
was no way you could be pregnant.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I just wasn't ready for that. But what I'm ready for right now is to get this show started because you guys are fantastic.
But I just want to say one more thing about the emergency room. Please, it didn't feel like we were waiting until we got into the room and
Right.
they started treating you. Then it
Right.
felt like we were waiting.
Right. Then you got
And
upset.
then we started getting cranky.
Well, we're gonna
and
talk more about that.
We'll talk more about that. We're going to take a
Because he
break.
gets excited. Can you tell?
The emergency room was so much fun. It really was.
Well,
It
you
was-
should,
it
guys, if
went
you
like
want
this.
free entertainment. Yeah.
So we're going to go
There you
again tonight. And
Not
we'll-
tonight.
not
After
tonight.
after everything is done.
We'll wait another week.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
No, I'm going tonight.
Okay.
All right, but you guys stay tuned.
We have a great show. Let's see if we make it through the show.
We
Stick
will.
around. You never know what disaster
happen.
can happen. There's an epidemic here.
There
We'll
you
be
go.
right back.
Be sure to like us on Facebook at The James and Sunda Show.
All right, welcome back to the show. Now joining us on the program, we have the creator of The Merry Wives of Comedy, comedian Roz Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Thank you.
The
Thank
Roz
you.
Brown.
Thank
Comedian
you.
actress, as a matter of
Yes,
fact.
yes,
Roz, we
glad
are
to be
so
here.
happy to have you on the show.
I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to be here on Jewish Life TV.
There
Yes.
you go.
Yes, I could tell my mom I was on a Jewish station.
Will you tell your mom?
Yeah, I will tell
Okay.
her.
You will tell her to watch us,
Yes,
right?
and she
to
will
send us some
watch.
food,
Yes.
because we need some food.
Some ham hocks? No.
Pastrami hops,
okay,
we change
okay,
it up.
okay.
What I like best about Roz is that she is a comedian from Boston, and they're very loyal, these Bostonians. You notice
I
this?
have noticed this.
They help each other where people from
The
back
New
east don't
Yorkers
help
don't,
each other.
yeah.
And there's a story I wanted to share with Roz because she does a routine that I want to share that she doesn't, like kids, okay? And you know how people do this in a joke, they do it in an act, But you forget that this could possibly be true, like he's a germaphobe. So I asked Roz to watch my kids for a couple of minutes while I got ready, and when I came back, she was speechless.
Is that true?
I was so just, I didn't know what to say because the little one came up to me and she said to me, she asked me if I was from Africa.
Ah.
That's not what happened. She asked you, were you Persian?
Oh, first of all, yeah. First, if I was Persian.
Right.
Then I said no. Then she said, was I from Africa?
No, she said, where are you from?
And I said, Africa?
No.
What
you
did I-
said, I'm African American. Let me tell the story.
Oh, yeah,
Let me
that's right,
tell
that's
the
right.
Is
story.
it your story or Roz's story?
that's
I don't understand. You're going to tell Roz's story?
No, let me show you Roz's face when I walk in
Tell
the
us
room.
about Roz's childhood.
This is,
Sunda.
wait, let me just tell you, this is Roz's face. So I'm like, Roz, is everything okay? So we get in the car, Roz said, your kid's something else. That's how she started. Your kid's something else. She said, you know, she asked me, was I Persian? And I said, oh. I said, I'm sorry, Roz. And then Roz said, I told her no. She said, well, what are you? And I said, I'm African American. She said, your daughter looked at me and said, wow, you were born in Africa?
Very nice. I will babysit for you, Sunda. I will babysit for you.
You will babysit?
Yeah, I do like kids.
Yeah?
No, little time periods.
Well,
Not little
then-
time periods,
then
like
why the
10-minute
joke?
spots.
Why the anti-children joke?
Well, that was specific to my husband's kids.
Ah.
As a stepmom, because you know he wanted me to be
see.
there as a stepmom and take care of them. I'm like, I'm a stepmom. I step out of here. I'm not there to take care of kids, you know, because they're not my kids. But yeah, but I do like them, you know, to see them.
Did you have
know,
pictures
and-
of your stepkids at your job?
Oh yeah, I had to take them down because the people were complaining. I had to get them out of there. Just too much, you know. They had to concentrate on work, and it was getting in the way. Not that they were ugly, but they're, you know, kind of like challenged in that area.
Really?
Yes, yes. Even though he's not as challenged, but the kids are kind of challenging in the looks department. Yeah.
And what I liked about Roz is that she was one of the comedians that was also married and kind of like a housewife, and then she disagreed with me.
I was. I was a housewife and I was married, but now I'm not married anymore because my dog told me my husband was cheating on me.
Oh, really?
The dog told me.
This
What
is an
breed?
Oprah
A
moment.
dog named Tip.
Yeah.
Tip had a tip for me. Yeah, he came with a little CD in his mouth and he said, and the CD was labeled My Special Picks.
Was it CD or DVD?
DVD.
Okay.
Because it had photos on it.
Okay.
I put it in the computer and there's all these photos on it with my husband and this other woman. I'm like, oh, I couldn't believe it. The dog said, woof, woof, I got more. And the dog went and got more DVDs.
This is like a silent moment. This is
I know,
Oprah. This
I
isn't
know,
Oprah. For the
I
first
know.
time on JLTV, infidelity is being spoken by Roz Brown.
Right.
Tell it like it is, sister. Tell it like it is.
Yeah.
Now, what was your first reaction when you saw this label saying,
I thought it was porn.
It
I'm
was.
thinking, that's fine, porn. Let me see what you're working with. Let me see what
Right.
you're doing here. You
Right.
know, I'm thinking it's porn. Okay, let me see what he likes. And it turns out to be, you know, not porn.
Well, they were dressed?
Yeah, they were dressed. They were dressed, yeah, on vacations and all kind of places.
Was
Yeah.
Roslyn?
Yes.
They went on vacation
They went
together.
on vacations.
Like where?
Like Vegas and what beach or ocean view places and
Oh,
just
really?
having a good old time. I know, I couldn't believe it. Thank God I had the dog.
Yeah. Was the
The
dog...
dog had to tell me my husband was cheating on me.
Was
This
the-
is the first time on JLTV that we have ever heard a story like this.
I love that dog.
Was he in any of the photos?
Was the dog
No,
in the
the
photos?
dog was
No.
not in the photos.
Okay.
No,
Because
no,
you've been
no.
really mad then.
Yeah, because he would
That
have been
would've
cheating on
been,
himself.
yeah.
Right, he'd been cheating on you
Too.
too. So you're
Right,
telling everybody's
right.
business right now.
But
Right
they-
now, she's
Right.
telling her own
They
business.
went on vacation together, took pics,
Yeah.
burned the pics. You see the pics of them on vacation
Yeah, it's
on a
not
beach.
stupid. What a stupid cheat.
That
Tell
is
him,
really
cheat. Don't take
stupid,
photos
yeah.
and bring them in the house.
And leave them on a DVD
crazy.
where the dog will give
I
them to
know,
you.
that's stupid.
And you
Who
were
does
probably
that?
worried about the dog.
I was, because he was kind of acting kind of strange, you know. So
He was
I
chewing
guess
it. Tell us how it happened.
He wants me to run around after him. He wants me to chase him, the dog does. So he gets this DVD and says, chase me. I got something. Come get me. And I did. And that's how I got the DVD.
There are probably a lot of men watching right now telling their wives, we got to get rid of the dog.
Exactly.
We gotta get rid
I'm
of
telling
that
you,
dog.
keep that dog. He's
Get
going
rid
to
of the
save
dog,
your life.
gentlemen.
That dog saved my life. I love that dog.
Now, Roz, could he deny it?
No, it was on the DVD.
So you had visual proof.
You had
Did you,
visual,
did he try to deny
physical
it?
proof.
Well, he was like, oh, it's over now. I'm like, yeah, of course it's over now because I know now. That's why it's over. I'm like, wow. Yeah, unbelievable. But I still do the marriage. I'm still like marriage. I'm still a stepmom to those kids.
Yeah, of course
That
you
I had,
are.
yeah,
Of course
even though
you
they're
are.
not there and the photos are not on my desk.
They still exist.
Yeah, they still exist. Yeah.
My favorite lines from Roz Brown, of course, is that when she first got married, she used to walk around the house naked, and he liked it. And then what happened?
Yeah, then after a couple of years, I walked around the house and he said, "Ain't you cold?" I'm like, things have changed.
Well, at least those weren't in his pics.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
thank you.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine pictures of you sleeping, just sleeping? I would be so embarrassed. I'd be
Oh
like this.
no. Oh no. If I'm in good shape, I really don't mind that much. But if you're in bad shape, it's like, no, wait till I work out a little bit and get in better shape. Then you can post those photos of me naked.
Roz, you are so beautiful inside and out.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you came on today.
Absolutely.
Will you come see us again?
I definitely will. Thank you.
Thank you, and see you at the Laugh Factory.
Roz Brown.
Roz Brown, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
Merry Wives of
the
Comedy.
Merry Wives of Comedy.
Actor, comedian. We'll be right back.
Follow us on Twitter at James and Sunda.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have some incredible news. Roz Brown has decided to stick around for
Yeah.
one more segment.
I'm so happy, bro.
'Cause we
I'm
had
sorry. You know
so
what?
much fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
And we didn't get-
we didn't get to the
We
meat
didn't
that
get
we
to the
wanted.
bottom of some things.
Yeah, we want to talk about some things that happened to us and why we're still friends. I want to tell you, she's been a terrific friend because she deals with the same thing I deal with, and it's the joke stealers.
Oh yes. Oh, they're out there.
They are.
Oh, they're out there and they're out to get you.
Really.
You gotta be on your toes with
Oh,
them.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do my jokes.
Really?
No, he doesn't.
I
That's why
just go on stage and I'm silent for 20 minutes because
He's not silent, but look, he did a joke, and he did this joke about do it the joke, honey, about the black president.
I just did a joke about the black president. That's
Right,
enough.
and then the next thing you know,
See, I won't do it. I won't do it.
It was
I'm
done
not
on the
doing
Chris
it.
Rock show, and then
Really?
another joke he
I did a joke about eBay and Leno.
It was on Leno. And what are you going to do? How do you fight this? You know what I mean? And it's just like
Yeah. You can't because then you're not doing your material and you're scared to perform.
Right.
You have to be able to perform, but
So
you know
your
if
jokes
somebody
have been
is in their
stolen?
audience. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of like twisted a little bit, but you
Right.
know.
Give us
you
an
know.
example.
The Ain't You Cold, not that Ain't You Cold, but another one like that. The ex-wife calling me up, asking me why you want to take my family. I'm like, I don't want your family. I don't want your family. I just want your husband.
Right.
Somebody took that and switched it, you know.
But you know it's from
Yeah,
you. You
yeah,
know it's from
yeah.
you.
I see.
And you have
Definitely.
worked with like some of the top stars, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I remember when Aisha Tyler had done your show also.
Right.
But you see, what you have to do, I always say, is make it so unique that nobody else can take it. So if somebody talks about their dog, giving them a DVD
Right?
with information
I
on
know
their
it's
husband,
mine.
it's Roz Brown's material.
That's right.
It's Roz Brown's material.
Yeah.
And I just think that women should have more camaraderie with each other. And I'm so thankful that we're friends because we're also like friends.
we've been friends for over, what, 10, 15 years now? Maybe.
Oh my God, you're
It's
giving
a
away
long
our age.
time. I know.
You're at my daughter's shower
I knew you before they were born, so
before I was married.
yeah.
I wasn't married. We eloped
That's
out
right.
here.
That's
Yeah.
right. We
Well, I
met
shouldn't
at
say that. We were
the
not
Comedy
eloping.
Store?
Right, we met at the Comedy Store.
upstairs in the belly room.
Yes.
The all-female show that was
Yes.
going on for
I
years and
remember that
years,
show.
and then there's never been a one like it again. I
But
don't
so many
think.
people, let's just give you an example of females in comedy. S. Rachel Lovey had started this show, and there were all these women on her show that were trying to tell me that they could do the show better, and we have to push her out. And I was trying to talk to Rachel about that and let her know, and she didn't believe it because her heart was too kind.
Right.
Okay? And next thing you know, there was no woman in comedy show, and there's never been another female comedy show
Right.
since then. My show was the Femme Fatales. You flew out for it.
Right. And that was awesome.
Wasn't that awesome?
Oh, that was so much fun. Awesome.
It was all female comedians, and then there was one person that I was warned about who likes you. And we won't say her
We're not
name.
saying names.
She will not say her name.
Not saying names.
She's someone who actually talked to the producers of the
I remember
Toyota
that.
comedy show and said that she could do a better show than me because she has a book deal. And so all I know is that after doing how many years? It was like 8 years I was doing this show. The next year I was not asked to do that show, Femme Fatales.
Was she asked?
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what happened the day before the show? She called me frantically asking that I host because she didn't have any people. I found out that she had to call audience extras to get people to fill the house.
Ooh.
I'm not saying her name. I can't.
This
I'm not
is
even talking about it.
terrible. This is wrong.
He's
If
gonna
you're
go Google it later on.
Either you tell us or you
Because I'm not
rewind
telling
the tape and
everybody's
you
business.
delete the story.
No, I'm not telling
You're
who it is
telling
because
your
she's still in the
business.
business, and she told you to tell me hello one time.
She told me to
Right.
tell you hello.
Right. So it sounds like shop talk, but if you were an author, look what happened with this one with Harry Potter. I never believed that. I never believed this woman.
Which woman?
The woman that really wrote it, she had a lawsuit. You remember this?
J.K. got sued by the woman who said she had come up with a lot of the ideas.
I believe that woman.
Oh.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I'm sure they settled or
Yeah,
something.
and it's difficult to prove because everybody has the same. A lot of people have the same ideas at once. I mean,
Yeah.
like say for a black president, living in the White House and how it's going to change. Yeah, everybody has that kind of bit.
But who says the next one's going to be Flavor Flav? He did.
I did, yeah. I was the first person to say that.
Yeah.
But my dog brought me a DVD the other day.
Yeah, right.
He did.
Right.
No, he did.
Sure he did.
This is serious. I want to tell you about this.
Okay.
My dog
Yeah.
brought me a DVD the other day, and it said his pics on it.
That's
It said his pics on it. Yeah. And
that's not nice.
It's not nice.
No.
This is a true story.
No.
This is a true story.
I don't believe it, James.
I swear.
You're lying. See, if I come to the Laugh Factory and see you on stage, I am gonna run up to that stage.
What can I do? My dog gives me a DVD. I put it in there. And then there's this person on vacation with your husband. There's a person on vacation with your husband. And I want to know where they went because it looked like they had a lot of fun and I want to go there.
Oh man, my mother.
But it's funnier to say she hasn't.
With me to do my act.
She what?
She wants to do my act on stage.
Your
Really?
mother?
Yeah, she wants. Yeah, she's been on TV now. She was on TV for Martin Luther King weekend, and she thinks she's a celebrity. So now she's ready to.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
What was she on TV for?
They interviewed her for a Martin Luther King event in Boston. So she's got a big head.
She's got
and
the bug.
like-
She's ready to
got
get
the
up on
bug?
stage.
The bug, and
She's
she's
ready.
like, yeah.
Don't tell her
Okay.
your jokes.
Well, she knows I know.
Oh, so she wants to do your act.
Yeah, she has some of my jokes. Yeah.
Wow, this
Now,
is
how do
something.
you
How
stop
you gonna handle
that?
that?
And that's your mother.
You can't sue your mother.
I can't. How you sued your mother-in-law, right? Or your mother-in-law sued you. I'm sorry. I got it
true.
backwards.
It's true. This did
Yeah,
happen.
I can't sue her, but
Wow, her mother is stealing
You got to be
her
careful of the
jokes.
will. That's why you got to
That's
watch out with things.
amazing.
yeah.
Well,
All right, Roz,
now we
we're
brought
out
to a
of time.
complete halt.
We ended on a mother stealing Roz's jokes.
Right.
moment.
Roz's mom is stealing jokes, but we can always see Roz at the world famous Laugh Factory, and that's fantastic.
Can't
and
trust
thank you.
anybody.
Don't
Don't
Roz.
trust
Can't
anybody,
trust your
Roz
mother.
Brown.
Thank you.
That's right. Your dog's going to be bringing in photos of your mom doing your act soon. So be very careful with that, all right?
Yes.
Roz Brown, ladies and
Thank
gentlemen, we
you.
got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Email us your comments at jamesandsunda@gmail.com.
Good evening. Welcome back to the show. As you know, this year, our sponsor, Everybody's Business. There's no business like everybody's
Everybody else.
business. If
Right.
you know somebody else's business, give us a call. Let us know what you know because we want to know what you know. Everybody wants to know what
That's
you know.
right. The
And
number's right here. Look at
This
it.
game is quickly becoming, I think, America's favorite game.
It is America's
And
favorite
if you
game.
call and tell us somebody else's business,
Or text. I like that
the number's
too.
on the screen. We will send you the home edition.
Here's somebody's business. Dear Sundar and James, I watch the show all the time, and I am here to tell you what happened to me. I had a dog for my daughter. I could no longer keep it, and I told my daughter that I gave the dog to a farm. Meanwhile, I'd given it to a coworker who then ran into us in the mall and told my daughter, "Your dog is so cute. We love it, and we're so glad to have it." I am never talking to that coworker again. She told all my business. My daughter was hurt and betrayed. Wow! There is nothing worse than that going on.
That is a great story.
How
There's
dare
no
you tell
business
everybody's business? You
like
got
somebody
somebody's
else's
business. Tell, introduce this
Right,
guy.
so here's what happened. We're missing a lot of people today. We're having an epidemic. A lot of people aren't here. But suddenly, out of nowhere, as if it was divine intervention, Andy Lee, ladies and gentlemen, who works on
Yes.
the show. We don't know what he does for the show, but he works on the show, right? You do work on the show.
Yes,
and
I
we
do.
say
work
no
on
names.
it.
You came in
And you were
telling
furious.
us somebody else's business, and we said, this is good. Tell
Tell us.
America.
America wants to know.
Everybody wants to know this other person's business, please.
You
All
got your
right.
Chinese on when you.
You got your
Oh
Chinese
man,
on.
I was like, I don't get mad easily, but I was furious today actually. So long story short, I do graphic designs, but
That's what you do?
yeah, I do.
Yes, let him finish.
I do media. So basically, long story short, I was given a 2 weeks period to prepare a slideshow for a bar mitzvah. All right. In the beginning,
To prepare a slideshow.
prepare a slideshow for a bar mitzvah.
So you've seen the photos of
Yes.
this whole family.
Oh, dude.
How do they look?
I went through 9 gigs of photos. Have you ever went through 9 gigs of photos?
Not somebody else's.
No. Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to.
You're
go
gonna
to
walk
someone-
away with the home
Oh,
edition,
man,
Andy.
Let him tell the
Wait, wait,
story.
anything in the photos? No.
No. Like if there was any, it's just fast forward. But anyway, so I was given a 2 weeks period to do this video. In the beginning, all I know that I was, to my understanding, it was just to make a slideshow and put it onto a disc, a PowerPoint.
Right.
Very easy, like very simple stuff. When I got to her house, when I got to my client's house to discuss the video, she wanted audio, she wanted more like videos, and then she started showing me other videos of other people's bar mitzvah videos. And I'm just like,
What do you mean other people? Why would a person have
she went
other
on
people's bar
YouTube and
mitzvah
find
videos?
other people bar mitzvah
Oh.
videos, and she was like, I want to do something similar to that. I was like, okay, you want to do something similar to that? All right, this is what I can do. I specialize in media, so I can do most of these media things for you. However, you got to provide me with some sort of like
Format.
path, like kind of format path of how
Structure.
you
Right.
structure.
Instructions.
Yeah, instructions on how you want this. Okay, so first day was brainstorming. Very simple. Like we got to a bottom ground. Like I want it like this. Okay, I want it like this. It had kind of like a message of like I grow,
Right.
I nag, I do this, and I was like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Find photos. Like you have 9 gigs of photos. Go through these 9 gigs of photos, and pick out the photos that you think best represents these categories.
Right.
So then she's
That's
like,
simple.
okay, I can do that. So the next week she calls me and is like, oh, can you come over? I picked out the photos, can you come over and look at it? It went over. At most in one folder was like 7 photos. And I was like, so how long did you want this video? 30 minutes.
That would be about
It's from-
5 minutes a photo.
Yes, and there was 13 sections.
What?
13 sections, at most was 7 photos in one folder. The other, probably, the least was like 2. And there was like a couple that had only 2 photos. So I'm looking at this going like, how am I gonna produce a 30-minute video from this selection of photos that I was given? I was like, oh my gosh. So, I sat at her house.
Now you're not furious yet.
Not furious yet. I keep my composure until just when I walked in that door. Because I literally was done.
Then you get furious.
That's why, all those texts was probably from her.
What really got you going?
What really
was
got
the
me
moment
going
that
was-
just-
Okay, so her bar mitzvah starts today. From my understanding, I don't know too much about bar
You're not
mitzvah.
Jewish.
I'm not Jewish,
Okay.
obviously. Well, anyway,
You
so
never
I don't
know.
know too much about bar mitzvah, but she needed the video done yesterday.
Okay.
Because today, she's not allowed to work on anything. She had to complete everything yesterday.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So, after work, I met with her in the morning. Supposedly, we were supposed to go take some pictures. Because I had everything done the day before yesterday. Everything. Like, all I needed to do was give her the video. And then she's like, she surprised me with, this has been going up for 2 weeks. It's just constant surprises on me. Like, constant just stacking. So then, she surprised me that, oh, can you take some photos for me of my son with the rabbi? I was like,
No!
yes. I was like, all right,
No.
let's do this. So I brought my camera over. I'm going over, and she calls me. It's like, I have an emergency. I was like, I'm like
We love emergencies.
right behind her car, going like, what emergency do you possibly have? That this is at 12. I have work at 5. Okay.
This
So
is yesterday.
Yes, this was yesterday. I have work at 5, so I can only stay with her for like 3 hours. She had to rush her son to the emergency room.
Oh, a real
Because
emergency.
this is funny too, and I don't know why he would do that. He got food put into his ear. by himself.
Food.
His son was scratching his ear really hard, and he put food in his ear.
Wait. This isn't the bar mitzvah kid.
This is the bar mitzvah kid.
No,
He's
a 13-year-old?
Yes.
Oh,
I
Andy,
kid
this
you
is
not.
terrible.
I was like, are you joking me? And so we got to the emergency room.
You went to the emergency room?
I went because
you're
I couldn't.
Crazy.
I was thinking, okay, this is nothing big. You just got food stuck in your ear. It's probably not like anything too serious. Like at most, you're just flush out his ear. Okay?
Or it's just
So
eat it
we
out.
went to the emergency room, and you know emergency rooms, they're freaking packed as crap.
We were just there.
Let
Yeah.
him finish.
So they're packed. So I went in, and then somehow she decided to not park in the parking structure. She wanted to be cheap and decided to park in the emergency zone. So the security comes over and is like, you're not allowed to park there. And she's like, I'm just going in for a quick second. I was like, oh, you're not going in for a quick second. And she's like, you know, you want to pay for the tow bill? And I was just like, somehow I convinced her to move her car. So why? No, I can't. Okay, this gets really ridiculous. While she was moving her car, her son got called in. Her son got called in. I'm not allowed to go with him. I'm not.
You're not related.
I'm not related. I didn't get a wristband. I didn't get anything. I'm not allowed to go with him. So she has to come in. I had to drag her son back out. Like tell the person to drag the son back out from the waiting room. She had to verify that he's her son, and somehow she had to sneak me in. So when she snuck me in, she asked me, can you work on the video here? And I'm like, oh, like, okay, like this is going too crazy, but sure, let's work on the video here. Went back to the car, grabbed my backpack, went in to the waiting room, started working on the video. She told me, oh, this is how I want the video to be, you know, the audio to sound. Because her audio, she has two musics. She has one that's instrumental. Instrumental is easy because you don't have to really care about timing or anything like that. But the lyrics one, she wanted to match up to certain pictures at certain point. So she didn't provide me with all the photos, which I thought that she needed to provide me because I've been going constantly to her house to scan photos because she's incompetent of using a scanner. Okay.
She doesn't seem too worried about her son.
At this point, her son was freaking out. But yeah, she didn't seem too worried about her son at this point. She was just, I need to get this video done. So seeing her rush and her son's just on the side kind of like, being a 13-year, I don't know how he was just like going like all crazy. Like how the heck do you
Get food in your ear.
get
yeah,
food in your ear
it's a little
and
crazy.
then say stuff like, I'm gonna sue Starbucks and never eat their chocolate chip again. Like, really? Like, I'm hearing this
Of
from
course,
a 13
blame the chocolate chip cookie.
Exactly. I'm thinking like it was your fault for who sticks food in their ear in the first place.
That should have been on the bar mitzvah photos.
Like, who sticks food in their ear?
You know what, Andy? Hang tight because we got to take a break. All right, we got to take a break. We're going to be right back with the rest of this compelling story by Andy Lee, who apparently works for the show.
And
is not sick
everybody's
today.
business.
Everybody's business. We'll be right back.
Check out more content online at our webpage, jamesandsunda.com.
So how does this conclude?
So I told her I didn't want to work on this video anymore. Okay, last night I got off work at 8. I started working on the video till 12. And then I asked her what time she slept. She said she doesn't sleep that much. So I was like, okay, so I'll call you probably around midnight when I'm done with the video. She's like, okay. So I called her at midnight, and then she's like, Andy, I need you to add another audio and some more pictures and some videos. And I'm just like, there is no way I'm gonna add more audio, more videos at 12 o'clock right now. I'm not coming over. It was raining.
But you did.
No, I didn't. I told her what I stand firm. Last night I started getting mad at
You
her.
came in furious.
I know. I stand firm because I was like, I'm done with the video. The timing is all correct. You know how hard it is to time a video to lyrics? It is freaking hard. Like, ridiculous. Like, I give props to whoever does that, but it was so hard because she needed this specific timing, and it was a slideshow. So you have to understand, slideshows, at most you want to show a slide for like 5 to 7 seconds. Once we hit past 7 seconds, that slide just gets boring. It's just
Done.
photos. Yeah, it's just like, oh. So I timed it all perfectly, and then I went over to her house. I was just supposed to drop off the video for her.
Okay.
Drop off the video and come here.
Right.
Okay? Went to her house. She was like, I showed her the video. She was like, we can't use this picture. It has my legs showing.
Ah!
I'm like, you're the one that gave me this picture. I showed you this video yesterday.
She
Why?
can't show her leg.
Why?
She's
Yeah, I didn't know.
Orthodox. Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me this?
That she couldn't show her
yesterday?
leg, right?
Yeah, and you gave me this video that you wanted me to put into this, like your video.
With legs showing.
No.
We gotta
was-
go, Andy. So come on, get to the
Oh,
get to the angry part.
So she wanted me. So I was told I had done. I literally edited the video in front of her house, and then she was like, I want to sit down with you and work on it more tonight. And I was like, I'm driving here. I'm just furious. I can't work on this anymore tonight because by the end of this, like, my time is completely
You're
gone.
done.
You're
Like,
done.
you know, I've
So that infuriated you.
that
That
infuriated me
infuriated me.
because I told her. She told me. She literally. This is. You do not ever want to tell a graphic designer or anyone that does media about this. She told me this is not how I imagined it. When you did everything to her imagination, when this is not how I imagined it. I wish I could have sat down with you and worked with you. And when I sat down with her and worked with her, it took us 3 hours to get through 30 seconds of photo, like 30 seconds of video.
Two questions, Andy. You got paid, right?
No, she didn't. First of all,
You didn't get paid for
Here
all
we
this?
go.
Take a deposit?
She didn't make. She decided not to give me a deposit. She decided not to give me a deposit, and she said she'll bill me my check. And I'm just
we'll
like,
follow up on this.
and I was like, you know, if you're not even gonna get, like, if you bill someone your check, you gotta at least give a deposit.
Right.
Because first of all, you're not a big company. You're just an individual. How do I know you're not gonna walk away with my video? That's my
Right.
video in my USB. That's the money right
That's the
there.
money, yeah.
That's the
You
money.
know?
The last question. Is she dead to you?
Oh yeah, she's gone.
This
told
is a
her-
hybrid of everybody's business
hybrid.
and you're dead to
Dead
me.
to
She's
me.
dead
Yeah,
to you.
I'm done with her.
Is the son dead to you?
Oh yeah, the son, 13-year-old. That guy got a man up.
He's got to man up.
Right.
All right,
Gotta
man
man
up. Andy Lee, ladies
Will you
and
come
gentlemen.
up? Will you come and tell us the follow-up? Will you come
After
back?
are you going to the bar mitzvah?
No.
Okay.
I'm not even giving her the video now. Like I cannot.
Ooh, wow.
My laptop is dead because of her.
All right, well, we're
Right.
going to follow up in a couple of weeks and see how this whole thing resolved. Andy Lee, ladies and gentlemen, he apparently works on the show. We'll find out what he does, and we'll follow up. We'll be right back.
Be sure to like us on Facebook at The James and Sunda Show.
All right, welcome back to the show, the only reality talk show on television. And we just had,
Let me say it. It's
Say
the only
what?
reality show on talk.
let her say it. Try again. You can do it.
Listen,
Use your words.
James is mad at me.
I'm not mad at
no,
him.
he's mad at me because I like to hear a story and I go like this to him, like it's real life, like reality, like when you want to hear a story and I go like this. And he says to me that I've done it more than once, I've done it before, and I'm rude.
Well, what she doesn't understand is when you have people come on the show, they need to talk. Of course, we need to ask them questions. But if they're talking for a really long time, we have to interject something, and we should totally interrupt them if we've got something funny to say.
What did you have that was funny?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. I wanted to hear somebody go off like that.
They went off.
We have never had an Asian on the show that you always think of Asians being very calm
First
and
of all.
collective. He went off. He got his. I mean, I didn't see that coming.
Andy.
He came in like, ah!
Andy is our liaison to the Asian world.
Yes, he is.
But I
He's
have
taught
to
us
say,
so much.
he has disappointed us. When he met Mika and Akiko, he said those two Korean girls,
Got their
and they're Japanese.
And they're Japanese. As Ian
Right.
Edwards would say,
They don't know either.
They don't know
That's
either.
it. We don't want to take a joke there. There's an Ian Edwards joke. But it's not a joke. It's true. He didn't know.
he didn't know.
He didn't know, and he didn't know.
We were shocked that he didn't know.
We were shocked that you thought they were
We were
Korean,
shocked.
Andy. I mean, they were Japanese, and still are Japanese.
Right, and I was shocked that my neighbor came in, JJ, and that my daughter said to her, "Hi, Grace," and then there were two different nationalities.
Right, that's
That was
true. That
embarrassing.
happened. Then we all
Yeah.
remember Larry thinking.
Like Larry
that
thought
story.
that, right? That was a whole other
Thought
story.
the Chinese girl was Korean.
I mean, I just never.
What is it we're trying to say?
We're trying to say that we've never seen. I thought he was going to pull out nunchucks.
What does Andy think of Jews now? I'm very worried. I don't
Of
want.
course, it's
you
a
know,
bad-
You don't
it's-
think of Chinese people as anti-Semitic,
Never.
right? None of our stories on that.
Anti-sesame, maybe.
Anti-sesame. Hello there. You never. Andy, do you
don't like
do you
that.
have issues with Jews now?
No, I
No, okay, good. We don't
No,
want
we don't want them to think that we're a problem.
We're
Because we
fine.
get along.
Andy, will you go to the emergency room with Sunda later?
I don't mind.
You could bring your laptop.
We would get so much work done.
Already
We would get so much work done if we did bring our laptop to the emergency room.
Are you going to make a video slideshow for Aviva's bat mitzvah in 2014?
I don't want to do it now
You don't want to do it
because
now.
he's in such a bad mood. He was
Oh,
going to do it.
he was going to do it.
Yeah.
Were you going to pay him?
Of course.
Give him a deposit.
I always pay him.
Okay. I didn't say you didn't.
I didn't say pay him no mind. I said I've always pay him. That's an old Paterson thing, right? Remember that? Did you pay me back? I pay you no mind.
How you feeling?
I don't feel good.
You don't feel good?
No, I don't. The pain is radiating. It's on this side of the head and now it's on this shoulder. You're telling me now I have esophagitis? What'd you say?
I don't know what she's got, ladies and gentlemen, over here, Evan. Okay, I don't know what. And Evan is here, by the way, filling in for Sean today. God bless you, Evan.
Thank you.
Seriously.
I know you think that we're all sick, but we're not.
There is a pandemic. No, it's an epidemic here at the James and Sunda Show, Evan. So this may be the first and last time we see you. But don't worry about it. Don't panic.
But it's just so wonderful that he came in with an emergency room story, and we
Yeah.
had an emergency room story.
We did.
But I would never put. He got so mad about the food in his ear.
That is crazy. And he was blaming Starbucks, the kid.
Yeah.
He was blaming Starbucks.
He was. What
Oh,
was he putting in his ear? How was he going to get it out?
13 years old. I mean, at some point you got to stop putting food
Well, you
in
know,
your ear.
I did know of a guy, it was a comedian, Willie Watson, who used to do this story about he got corn stuck in his nose when he was a kid. He would stuff corn in his nose.
See, I've never gotten anything stuck in my nose, my ear. Or,
Why would you want to put something there?
I still don't understand how he got and that's an emergency. He got seen right away. We had the guy screaming about the appendix, and then we had the bloody leg guy. They couldn't get in. You stick some
Cookie
food
in
in
your ear.
You're
That's
getting
it.
in.
You're in. That's what we have to do.
Cookie in your ear is an emergency.
Well, you know
That
what?
is
I'm going to
we've
put 2
learned
carrots in my
today.
ears when I go in today. That's what I'll do.
We got to get you in fast somehow.
Well, we will.
Because that's the other thing. We did the show and went straight to the emergency room. We were both in
Oh,
makeup.
yeah, we forgot
And
that
everybody
part.
was like, "You look great." She
We have
didn't even look
pictures.
sick.
We
Maybe
have
that's why they were like, "Let
That's
them
what
sit there. They
happened.
look great."
We're going to have to send in some pictures. You'll see.
We sent photos. Ray's got the photos.
Ray's, okay, you'll see the
Megan's seen the
photos.
photo. We tweeted.
We tweeted. We have masks on, but I thought we were tweeting for the show, but my family started calling me and saying, "What happened to you? Why are you at the hospital?" And I got Faye upset, and I didn't tell my sister because I didn't want to upset her, but my niece saw it. But thank God that Jesse, my brother-in-law, is a doctor because he's got to order an MRI for me
This
today.
has been going on for weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
But I'm still able to have a smiling face and put on a happy face. You know, I try to tell James, be optimistic, be happy. Just pick me up.
She's telling me to be optimistic and to be happy, and that the show must go on.
The
and
show
I
must go
completely
on.
agree with that.
But
The
John
show-
cut us out.
Hashtag the show must go on.
The show
all
must
right?
go on.
Absolutely, without any question.
But we are gonna.
Get it out. You
I
can do
can't.
it.
I can't
What?
remember. That's why I'm worried that you think I have esophagitis or something.
Encephalitis. I said.
Encephalitis.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where do you catch that?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just was Googling your symptoms. There's a lot of symptoms. And I was Googling your symptoms, and everything came up. I mean, you could potentially have everything.
Well, as long as I'm not pregnant, that's all I care about.
That was the scariest.
That was the
Wasn't
scariest
scary
thing.
for
That was
you?
so scary.
When that lady came out and said, the pregnant woman over there, the makeup looked like it had all fallen off your
It was
face.
unbelievable, and I had false eyelashes on. And then the doctor, we didn't even tell this part, the doctor knew us from when I fell out of the bed.
Yeah, we go to the emergency room a lot.
Not a lot, but I fell out of the bed that time.
We go to, well, I think if you go 3 times a year, that's a lot.
I thought that, I don't know how I fell out of the bed. I just rolled off the bed.
Out of the bed, yeah.
That's
Rolled
it.
off the
That's
bed.
how
That's how one falls out of the bed.
But I hit my elbow
Yeah, the
on
problem was your drawer was
my
left
drawer
open.
was open.
Sunda leaves her cabinets and drawers all out and open, so when you're walking around, her house, you bump in your head, you break that out. It's really a little crazy.
I'm sorry, but you know something, next week will be better. What do you think?
That's fine.
But I want to make sure that you guys who are watching, make sure that you call in that number and give us your dead to me stories, everybody's business stories, anything you want us to talk about. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk.
We'll talk about it. We can't wait to see you.
All right, we're going to go. That's the end of this show, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back next week.
Gentlemen.
What did I say?
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, how are you talking?
Yeah.
When you do that talk thing for my kids? at that.
Oh,
The professor who used to talk like this?
Yes.
I used to have a professor who talked like this, and so next week we come back, we do the show.
I'll be here on a gurney, but I'll be here.
She'll be here on a gurney. Tune in next week to see Sunda on a gurney, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
Right.